Multiple protection distribution boards developed by HJ Industrial Systems has been standardized separately as distribution board for households, PM distribution boards, and LM distribution boards. These distribution boards meet the domestic fire safety standard for the emergency light, NFSC 304, and are equipped with safety device protecting electronics from overvoltage and surge damage. An emergency light installed at a living room. An emergency corridor or an elevator hall is turned on when accessed by people under the condition of normal power supply. Normal power is supplied to normal load and emergency load connected to distribution board for households. In case of power outage, FAPU automatically supplies emergency power to the wall pad, hot water dispenser, boiler, living room, evacuation space, etc. EADU supplies emergency power to the emergency corridor, elevator, etc., and in turn, automatically turns on the emergency light regardless of sensor operation. Using emergency power supply from HADU, FAPU supplies normal power to emergency load right after 7 seconds of delay time, as soon as power supply is brought back to normal. Emergency power supply from HADU to FAPU is shut off after normal power is supplied to emergency load. Time delay circuit with sequential control is used to minimize the impact of L load to the FAPU switch. Also, EADU operates sensor to switch on the emergency lights at ordinary times. In the event of fire outbreak, even if the normal power supply keeps running, EADU, HADU, and FAPU automatically turn on the emergency lights installed at the individual households, emergency corridor and elevator hall, collaborating with fire protection equipment. FAPU features additional function of operating alarm system in case of fire outbreak, where normal power supply is used, and in turn makes quick evacuation possible. Also, since self-holding circuit in the control of fire protection power is used, emergency power keeps running even the DC 24-volt stopped due to fire or other mishaps. EADU and HADU comes back to normal state after resetting when fire is extinguished. Multiple protection distribution boards developed by HJ Industrial Systems are equipped with specialized products, providing reinforced safety and meeting the fire safety standard as follows. Overvoltage protection device is the first product in Korea to provide protection from overload, short circuit, and overvoltage. Overvoltage protection device doesn't work at the condition of below 120%, 265 volts, and operates within 0.5 seconds below 135%, 297 volts. When overvoltage occurs due to worn-out electrical installations or incorrect connection, the protection device automatically shuts off the power supply and protects electrical and electronic equipment. Protection Device Integrated SPD is the first KS-certified product in Korea, which provides thermal protection in the range of IN20 Ka or under. Thermal protection device of MOV prevents the device from overheating by operating overheat sensor and automatically shutting off the power supply in case MOV gets overheated up to 115 degrees Celsius. In case of short circuit event within SPD, short circuit protection device prevents the accidents by automatically shutting off the power supply. This FAPU device automatically turns on the emergency lights in emergency and is also furnished with a fire alarm. FAPU of multiple protection distribution board for households and HADU of PM distribution board work together to automatically provide emergency power to households. They provide normal power supply to individual households' emergency load at ordinary times. But in case of emergency, electrical power that comes from a generator is supplied to household emergency load right after 7 seconds of delay time. Using emergency power supply from HADU, FAPU provides normal power supply to emergency load right after 7 seconds of delay time, as soon as normal power supply is back. Emergency power supply from HADU to FAPU is shut off 2 seconds after the normal power supply to emergency load. Time delay circuit with sequential control is used to minimize the impact of L load to the FAPU switch. In case of fire outbreak, even if the normal power supply keeps running, HADU and FAPU automatically turn on the household emergency lights, collaborating with fire protection equipment. Since EADU and HADU adopts a self-holding circuit in the control of fire protection power, emergency power keeps running even the DC 24-volt stopped due to fire or other mishap. EADU and HADU comes back to normal state after reset when fire is extinguished. FAPU features additional function of operating alarm system in case of fire outbreak when normal power supply is used, and in turn makes quick evacuation possible. Using normal power supply, EADU operates sensor to switch on the emergency lights at ordinary times, but in case of power outage, it works to automatically turn the emergency lights on using emergency power, regardless of sensor operation. In particular, even if the normal power supply keeps running in case of fire outbreak, EADU turns on the emergency lights regardless of sensor operation and in turn makes quick evacuation possible. EADU of the HJ Industrial Electric installed using 3-wire method instead of 4, and 1 light, 1 lamp method instead of 1 light, 2 lamps, is the first product in Korea providing reinforced safety and economical efficiency. Protection device for open phase or overvoltage in case of disconnection of A, B, C, or N wire. Shuts off the power supply instantly. If any one of A, B, C, or N wires detects open phase, power supply would be automatically shut down to prevent overvoltage fault. Protection device for open phase or overvoltage in case of overvoltage due to erroneous wiring automatically shuts down power supply. If any one of the A, B, C wires and N wire connects erroneously, this device automatically shuts down power supply to prevent overvoltage fault. Protection device integrated SPD of HJ Industrial Electrical Company obtained the KS certification. Is equipped with 2 types of built-in safety devices, overheating and short-circuit fault protection device, and comes in IN20 Ka capacity. Overheating protection device in case MOV heats up to 120 degrees Celsius. Prevents the product from overheating by melting down the low temperature plumb bum, and in turn, dissociating circuits. Short circuit protection device in case of short circuit fault inside of SPD. Prevents the accidents by automatically shutting down power supply. Input power safety terminal block prevents the accidents caused by defective connection, short circuit, electric short, and condensation. In addition, this product provides strength and safety by offering complete connection and preventing the exposure of live parts. Specialized products developed by HJ Industrial Systems provides reinforced safety against the damages from electrical accidents and meets the fire safety standard for emergency lights NFSC 304.